In some ways, celebrities are just like us. They walk their dogs, buy their own groceries, and even pick each other up at the airport. But in other ways, they are very different from us regular people. Like the fact that they have more than enough money to be able to dive into their passion projects and buy ridiculous things to showcase in their homes. And I gotta say, celebs sometimes venture into buying some pretty strange things to keep either in or around their house. So we decided to round up the weirdest things in 8 celebrities' houses right here on Listed. All right, you guys, now before we get into all the weirdness, it's important to note that celebrities, obviously they move around a lot to bigger and better places. So some of these things may or may not still be in their homes, but they were there at some point. Seriously, you guys aren't gonna believe some of this stuff. These stars have everything from ghost detectors to custom Skittle machines to mansions for their pets. I'm honestly not sure if you're gonna be straight up jealous or just completely baffled. And we're talking about all of it. But first, make sure you're subscribed to Clevver News and hit that bell so you never miss any entertainment news updates. Alright, so starting off this wild and crazy list is Kylie Jenner, who has a mini mansion for her dogs. Yes, you heard that right. Now we all know dogs are humans' best friend, but Kylie took her love for her pups to a whole new level. And honestly, would we expect anything less from one of the richest and most extravagant 22-year-olds? Didn't think so. You probably recognize her Italian greyhounds, Norman and Bambi, from her social media, but according to People magazine, at one point, Kylie's pet count was up to 9, including other dogs, chickens, and bunnies. So what better way to celebrate your pets than build them a mansion most people would be happy to live in? I mean, that's what Kylie did. Back in 2018, she shared this video with her fans of the almost completed doghouse.
It's gonna be air conditioned and a heater, and they're gonna have a whole little, it's like a guest house.
Okay, she's even hooked it up with an AC unit. I mean, I don't even have central air conditioning, so we see you, Kylie. And fans immediately took to social media to share their envy over this doghouse. One person wrote, "Is your doghouse up for rent? Looking for a place, Kylie Jenner." Another said, quote, "Why is Kylie Jenner's doghouse nicer than any house I'll ever have?" And another fan wrote, "Kylie Jenner's doghouse got AC and a heater. The dog looked at me and called me broke." I mean, can you believe this? Would you ever build this kind of doghouse for your dog, even if you had the money? Let me know and get the conversation started down here in the comment section below. All right, now let's move on to our next celebrity, who is just as obsessed with their dogs, but has other crazy features in their house. None other than Jeffree Star. And if you've watched Jeffree's house tours, you know that he collects designer bags and luxury cars. But did you know he also has an extensive pinball machine collection? Yeah, and this isn't a small collection. He's even referred to his collection as Dave and Buster's. And he's not joking. And in case you are wondering how much a pinball machine costs, they range anywhere from around $5,000 for your run-of-the-mill machine up to $50,000 for the Supreme pinball machine, which of course Jeffree has.
No more clutter, cute little secret gaming room. Oh, this is cool.
This is good.
Yeah.
Who wants to play?
Me!
I do.
But the pinball collection, luxury car collection, and expensive handbag collection aren't the only extra AF parts of Jeffree's new house. It also has a 3-story Willy Wonka glass elevator which leads you to a movie theater. Just your average people household items.
Hi, this is the 3-story Willy Wonka glass elevator. Please do the honors.
Oh my god, I'm so excited again. Oh!
Yes, sir!
I mean, this elevator is so extravagant that even his other famous friends like Shane Dawson and Rylam Adams can't believe it.
I love it because you don't have to be scared. You know where you're at.
Shane, welcome to the Star Theater.
Alright, so while we're talking about celebrities like Jeffree who have interesting collections, there's one celebrity whose collection is weirder than the rest. Amanda Seyfried. You know Karen from Mean Girls?
I'm a mouse. Duh.
Yeah, well, she doesn't just love dressing up like an animal, she likes collecting them too. But dead animals. Yep, she's an avid taxidermy collector and keeps all the animals around her house. and she's opened up to Conan O'Brien about this collection on multiple occasions.
So what does this say about you, do you think? Have you thought about it at all, that you have all of these taxidermied animals around your house, they give you bad dreams, and yet you continue to have them? What does this say about you?
There's an energy that you walk into when you walk into your house. There's just these animals staring at you.
And while Amanda is an animal lover and has had plenty of real pets before, these are just a little easier to take care of.
You like to collect taxidermy.
Dead animals. Yeah,
dead animals. We all know what taxidermy is.
It's a lot easier.
A lot easier than
having real animals, especially when you live in a city.
And if that isn't weird enough for you, they also have names.
Named Kevin, Sparkle, and Shadynasty, and they are a fox, a goat, and like a hybrid taxidermy embroidered deer.
And taxidermied animals are by no means cheap to collect. Certain larger animals are thousands of dollars, again making this weird collection something that not many regular people could afford on their own. Unless they make their own taxidermy, of course, but I'm not even going to get into that because I've got too weak of a stomach for all of this. Let's move on. While some celebrities have collections, others have specific rooms designated for their hobby. I mean, I would love to have a full gym in my house, but that's just not my reality for many reasons. But celebs have such large homes, there is space for all of their activities. Like Lady Gaga, who has a bowling alley in her house. Yes, you guys, Gaga has a bowling alley worthy of a full-blown birthday party in her home. Our sister publication, Elle Magazine, found some photos of the inside of her house, including that bowling room. All I know is if I had a bowling alley in my house, social distancing would be way more fun right now. And that's not the only unique thing Gaga has in her home. She also has ghost detectors. But not just any ghost detector though. She dropped some serious cash on state-of-the-art electromagnetic field meters. And this ghost detector allegedly cost Gaga around $37,000. According to Glamour magazine, Gaga is so afraid of cohabiting with angry spirits that she's even had her hotel rooms and stages scanned for ghosts each time she travels somewhere. Apparently, Gaga had one bad experience, not romance, experience, with the paranormal that pushed her to buying this expensive device. She believed that she was being followed everywhere by Ryan during her Monster Ball World Tour. She reportedly had a seance before one of her shows in an attempt to get rid of Ryan. And one of her crew members actually spoke to the Daily Star about this experience. They said, quote, "She's been telling us all for months that she's had a male spirit called Ryan who travels the world with her. She's pretty terrified by this spirit, but more than anything, he's annoying her as he won't leave her alone. She's freaked out by his presence, and this is a step too far, even for her." Alright, as much as I'd love an affordable ghost detector to make sure I don't have angry spirits following me around, I almost think this is one of those situations of what you don't know can't hurt you. You know what I mean? We've all got enough to worry about right now, and Gaga's bowling alley isn't the only celebrity room dedicated to a special hobby. Neil Patrick Harris actually has an entire magic room. And if you're a true fan of NPH, you know that when he's not singing and acting, he's a die-hard fan of magic. He's even written books about it. And Neil also used to be the president of the Magic Castle here in Los Angeles and legitimately held the title Ambassador of Magic. He still frequents the exclusive Magic Club, but like all good magic, it's discreet and hidden.
Neil has a magic office, and in order to get into the magic office, you have to press a little button on a poster that pops open a poster that's hanging on the wall that reveals a door to go inside.
Another space that would make hanging at home all the time way more fun. And speaking of amazing things to have in your house, Zed might have to be my personal favorite. Like seriously, this would be a dream to have while being locked inside your house. He has his very own custom Skittles machine.
There's benches here for when you get tired of walking to the Skittles machine. This is the Skittles machine that will go to whatever flavor you pick. Would you like some?
I'm sorry, what? I need to start saving up for one of those immediately. And it's clear Zed loves his Skittle machine just as much as I would. I mean, he even poses hugging it. I would literally do the same, Zed. I would totally do the same. Okay, and if you thought having a custom Skittles machine was extra, just wait until you see John Travolta's house. You know, the guy who is in Grease, Pulp Fiction, and Hairspray, and he's also probably your mum's favorite actor. His house is fully equipped with its own airport that has 2 runways and 5 airplanes. He sat down with the Today Show Australia and showed off his insane mansion.
That's one of the little baby ones.
That's a Challenger jet.
That's a Challenger jet, yeah, of course. And we have planes to the right of us. That's the Qantas 707. We are at the home of John Travolta. We'd heard all about this place. It's lovely to be here.
Well, thank you. And finally, it happens.
And yes, in case you were wondering, John does in fact have his pilot's license and revealed on the Today Show that he had his home designed specifically for the jets, you know, which he keeps on his property. Now that's one expensive hobby and an even more expensive house. Alright, and last but certainly not least is a celebrity whose item isn't something expensive or fancy, but it is most definitely weird. And that's what we're here to talk about, right? Jade Thirlwall from Little Mix recently gave fans a tour of her home on the British radio show Capital Breakfast and revealed that she has a toilet guest book. She hilariously encourages her friends sign in and even describe their poo if they have to use the bathroom at her London apartment.
And then finally in the guest toilet, we have a toilet guest book where you can sign in.
Oh, wow.
And let me know what kind of poo you've had.
And I'm just over here imagining whose signatures and poop descriptions are in that guest book. She has some really famous friends, so I would really love for her to read through that book and, you know, tell us who's signed in. Now that's a celebrity Instagram live I could totally get behind right now. But I want to know what you guys think. Which weird celebrity item would you love to have in your house? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you want to see another video of all the craziest YouTuber house tours, click right over here. I'm your host Susan Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.